theorizing about the construction process involved in building the pyramids. Much of what shaped his ideas and then formulated his process was already evident and established. The pyramid precinct was already there, 22 feet wide and 33 feet deep. There was evidence of a canal, and there was a covered causeway. In 450 BC, nearly 2,000 years after the construction of the pyramids, the Greek historian Herodotus travelled to Egypt and visited the Giza Plateau. Here, his guide explained to him that the causeway alone took 10 years to build. But whereas traditional historians view it as a walkway used for ceremonial purposes, Chris saw a pipe, a culvert, too engineered and far too robust for such a simple function. With these parts of the puzzle already in place, Chris began to construct his own method. The project would begin by putting all of the infrastructure in place. A canal would be dug from the Nile connected to the limestone quarry and as close to the pyramid site as possible. A harbour would be built on the canal and a roofed causeway built from the harbour to the pyramid build area. A moat, that is the precinct, would be dug around the limestone outcrop and filled with water. The workforce would be told that any rock protruding through the water needs chipping off. Once all the protruding stone has been removed, the water level would be lowered and the process repeated. The whole area inside the moat need not be levelled, only around the first metres in. It is imperative the perimeter blocks are precisely level for structural strength, like the perimeter walls of a house. The interior is less important, and there is little need to remove rock, only to replace it with blocks. Once the water level has been dropped to around 30 millimeters around the full perimeter of the pyramid base and no rock is protruding, the foundations are level and ready to receive the blocks. As soon as the project starts and infrastructure is being put in place, quarrying and shaping the blocks can begin. An enormous amount of blocks would be completed by the time the pyramid site is ready to accept them. When limestone is first quarried, it is a relatively soft rock which hardens when exposed to the CO2 in the atmosphere. By placing the blocks straight into water after they're released from the quarry face, the stone will stay softer and more easily worked with copper tools. By shaping the blocks in the water surface can be used as a constant level. By moving floats around the blocks, they could be easily turned in the water and all